Hi, guys, and welcome to Mental Health and Wellbeing Monday. My name is Sandra, and I have been a therapist since 2011, and I've literally helped hundreds of people end their battles with anxiety. Now, I have been on HAPS TV before a while ago, but like things in life, things don't always go to plan, and I had to come off HAPS for a while because I was dealing with some issues myself that we all deal with on a day-to-day basis, and so I had to stop doing the things that I really loved. But I'm back, and I hope that you are going to enjoy my broadcast every Monday, Mental Health and Wellbeing Monday. Now, I have been a therapist since 2011, and you can see some of my certificates behind me. So I'm a hypnotherapist, I'm a psychotherapist, I'm also an advanced practitioner in the identity and psychology of behavior. So I have got a lot of experience in the mental health and well-being field, but this isn't really anything about anxiety as such. It's just a general broadcast about mental health and well-being, and it's just meant to set you up for the week. So there's a bit of a discussion about different things about maintaining a really positive state of mind. And then because it's the beginning of the month, I've got some astrology, sort of like a bit of, if you're into astrology, I've got some really sort of like information for you that will sort of like give you something to look forward to in October. So I called this, there are 4 questions to ask yourself. And this week, I want you to join me to discuss what's your quite a interesting question. And what you got to understand about questions is that questions have a way of taking you somewhere. So they are a quest that we can journey on. So we can ask questions and we can think about the answer. And if you ask a big question, that is kind of the quest that we will go on. So, what is your purpose? So, we are, as a human race, we are fully equipped to understand the mysteries of the universe. And some of you will probably have some idea of what we call the multiverse. So that is a place where if you were to visit it, that everything would be the way that you want it to be. So when I'm helping people with anxiety issues, I talk about taking yourself to a multiverse. So that multiverse is a place to journey to so that you can find peace and tranquility. And it's a place where everything is the way you want it to be. Everything is the way that you would hoped it would have been in your life. But sometimes, because of circumstances or the questions that you ask yourself, you're not in that place. You're in an altogether different place. So we are built as a human race for understanding mysteries because we have ears, we have eyes, we have a mouth, and we have touch. So we have all the senses, and it is a really powerful ability. So I just want us to focus on that question: what is my purpose? And you'll see me looking down because I've had to write this out because it's quite a detailed sort of idea around a positive state of mind. So the unexamined life is not worth living. So if you don't examine your life and question it, it's not worth living. And we often go on to what we call autopilot and never stop once to ask this question, but why would you want to? So I just want you to think about that. So if you were to sit down and write in a journal for 1 or 2 hours and write on top of that page in the journal, what is my purpose? And start writing and stand back and notice if you need to move certain things that you've got on your list about what is your purpose to the top, right to the top of your list. And then keep that list and post it somewhere near you where you can wake up in the morning and really see it and be reminded of your purpose. So that's what I want you to do this week. I want you to really think about what is your purpose. Now, it's really important to note that when you do this, that what we are talking about here is your ultimate purpose. Those questions that you have that are really deep inside, where you find the answers really deep inside your soul. So when you think about this in this deep level, you can hear if it is really your purpose. You can hear it if you ask deeply and listen intently, because that is the voice of source which is within you. So what do I do to hear it, or what do you do to hear it? How do you hear it and know its source? And part of that is having what we call a deep dive into yourself to want to know, because not very many people don't really want to know their true purpose because they are scared of saying what their true purpose is, of what they really want to do, because they're stuck in somebody else's life, in somebody else's purpose, and they don't think about what they really want to achieve themselves. So they live the life that somebody planned out for them. They don't live the life they want to live. They live the life they think they should live. And that is a lot about how you think about your state of mind and how you build this positive state of mind through your own personal initiative. So when are you listening to what you are surrounding yourself with? And when you think about this, is it too loud and noisy? Because if it is, you won't be able to hear what your true purpose is, because you will cut it out. You won't be able to allow it in because of the fear. The big fear is allowing yourself to really go for what you really want to achieve. So fear is what I call false evidence appearing real. And that's when you're very anxious and when you're very stressed and when you're depressed, you've got this fear that everything around you is frightening, and you don't want to change it because you fear the change. So when you think about your true purpose, I want you to think about it as though it's attainable. You're in this multiverse where everything that you ever wanted is so easy and so easy to see and to feel, to hear, to smell, to touch, to see. You know, you can see it, you can feel it, you can hear it, you can touch it, you can smell it. All of those senses are awakened. You start to have, and when you are able to start to do this, you start to have this need and drive to know what a great place to be. You know, what a great place to be if you were in this multiverse where everything was the way that you want it to be. Whatever that is, whether it's a personal, whether it's to do with your personal life, whether it's to do with your business life, whether it's to do with something that you are dealing with, it's all about what is your true purpose. And this is where you are growing and evolving. But I just want you to slow it right down, way, way down, and be still in the quiet of the calm and safe space and listen. Really listen. So next week, I'm going to discuss another question, and that is, how can I be of service? But before that, I want you to think about this week that there are certain tools that you can use in your true purpose. So I want you to always listen to your inner voice. Some of us are very scared of what I call your critical friend, that person within you that tells you to stop doing something when you really want to do it because they're scared. They're scared of what it's going to mean, because when you've got anxiety, and as I say, this is not about anxiety, but I will mention this, that when you are suffering from anxiety, what you've got going on all the time is a brain checker. So you've got something inside of you that's always checking your environment and always worrying and fearing things that are coming your way. And your alarm is constantly on in your brain. And when you find your true purpose, you can come to terms with your critical inner self, your critical friend, and just allow your critical friend to guide you, but not to push you, just to guide you. And it's all right to have that person. You can have them there with you if you need them. But when you find your true purpose, you won't need this critical friend, because you will know exactly what it is that you want to achieve. So I want you this week to always listen to your inner voice, and I want you to get ready to step into your greatness. And I want you to be aligned with your true mission in life. And I want you to be perfectly aligned to your higher purpose. So I'm not going to make this broadcast really long because the light is fading here in the UK, and it's getting a bit dark. But I just want to, before I go, I just want, as I said, I want to talk about the astrology for October. So October the 6th, the new moon is in Libra. This new moon helps to rebuild what Mercury in retrograde might have damaged or torn down. So I want you to be open to this repair and rebuilding. And that might mean resting, slowing down, and just listening rather than doing. Be okay with this. You don't always have to be busy and on the move. You're safe to be still. Just know that and surrender. I encourage you to unplug today and actually leave your phone or device somewhere out of reach for the majority of the day. Now, we don't do that enough. We are guided by all of our mobile devices, our computers, our mobile phones, our laptops, our tablets, all of those things. So I just want you to find a place today where you can just turn off all of your digital distractions and just find some peace. Find peace and calm. And when you do, you will eventually get what will be worth all of the withdrawals you might feel in the beginning of this practice. Trust me, you need this. Disconnect from all that is outside of yourself. So find that inner purpose, find that inner peace. I'm just going to put the light on. So find that inner peace and disconnect from all that is outside of yourself, and just go inside yourself and really feel what it is that you want to feel. Also, Pluto goes direct into Capricorn, so try not to overthink. This transit encourages us with energies of Pluto to bring back balance, that balance back into our internal environment by continuing to release control of the outside world. So don't let your environment overtake you. Just find some time where you can really find peace and quiet and tranquility. You are allowed to relax and rest in the assurance of your source energy. So that energy that is deep within you, in that multiverse, in that place where everything is as if you wanted it to be before you had the life that you've got, before you got involved in your environment. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking in the background. He's just saying hello. So the first step, stop overthinking, trust the process that is happening in your life right now. We can easily get caught up in the planning, preparation, the what-ifing, and even the drama of perfectionism. So forget perfectionism and just whatever it is that you're going to do, just take small actionable steps towards your finding your inner purpose. So step back, even if it is just 1.5 steps, back away from any of the habits that you have formed. Step back and just be aware and notice when you are doing or when you are practicing these habits that you've got, and give yourself space to make new choices. So find your inner purpose and try and make new choices and choose peace instead of this. So instead of all of this habits that you don't want to do anymore, just choose peace instead. And on October the 8th, Keris goes retrograde in Gemini. So be on guard, because this retrograde can end relationships that have become too dependent or clingy. This is not just a romantic relationship, but also work and family as well. This retrograde is going to bring with it energy for exploration and discovering rather than commitment and emotional connections. This time will be about learning who you are. So separate from other people, things, situations, etc. Be willing not to cling on to what you have known either. It is hard to let go when you feel comfortable, even if it is not right for you. Your gut will tell you. Perhaps it's been talking to you and you have been ignoring it. But I'll just leave you with this: ignore it no more. So I hope you've enjoyed that really short broadcast on the question, what is my true purpose, and some astrology for October. So next Monday, I will be bringing you the second question, which is, how can I be of service? So I hope you enjoyed my broadcast, and please subscribe and leave a comment if you've got any questions on anything to do with mental health and well-being, and I'll do my best to answer it. And also, if you want to check me out, you can find me on Quora, and I can put my link in the chat so that you can check me out on Quora and have a look at what I write about. I basically answer questions on Quora, and I have done since last year, on all issues about mental health and well-being. So check that out. I'm just going to get the link for you, and I'll post it in the comments. So if you could just bear with me a minute. The internet connection is really bad here in where I am today. So I'm just trying to get the link, my profile link, so that you can check me out on Quora and see what I do, and you can read some of my thousands of views that I've had on my work. And also I'm into affiliate marketing, and I have a Facebook group which you are welcome to join. It's a public group. So join me there also. So as I said, I will see you next Monday, and thank you for listening. And anyone has got any questions for me, please don't hesitate to contact me. And I'll just say bye for now, and look after your mental health and well-being until next week. And my dog is really barking now, so that's life. Okay, guys, bye.